Three things that make a fantastic cyber leader are mission orientation, problem solvers, and people who can lead other people. As an industry, I think we really need to create the correct permission to lead in cyber. In complex and large organisations, it's very difficult to enable senior people to understand the breadth and depth of cyber risk. So we need to create the structures that will allow for our technical leaders to emerge and have a voice. As a cyber leader, I'd encourage those coming through to really think about how fast-paced this digital environment is. What happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, has been completely transformed as of today, and I think we're looking forward to the next 10 years of progress that will absolutely transform the way in which we use digital products, and that's why it's such an exciting part of the industry to be in. When I see a cyber leader who has an appropriate amount of cynicism, but was also driven to make progress happen, that feels to me like the perfect combination. And I think leaders with those type of characteristics are always going to be thinking about what's next, always experimenting, always trying new things, seeing if they work and then reinventing if they don't, but always causing progress. All technology challenges, and particularly cybersecurity, require collaboration. That's why it's so fantastic to see Lancaster University and Templar Executives coming together with two very different perspectives on the challenge. Also gathering together government, industry, small businesses, big businesses, to get all these different lenses, different perspectives on the challenge. And events like we've just experienced, I think, are a fantastic way of driving collaboration. So the time to invest in leadership skills in cybersecurity was 5 years ago. It is so important, if you haven't been investing thus far, to invest immediately now, because the opportunities, moreover the problems that cybersecurity is presenting to us now, are pervasive and they're life-affecting. So I'd encourage everyone to be investing immediately. I think it's imperative that all companies understand their cyber risk profile, whether it's a bakery through to a water treatment plant. Everyone needs to understand their risk profile because it's so existential. It is absolutely about how we live and work online, how our government provides services to us, and how industry build the products that we all enjoy. So I'd encourage everyone to really truly understand where their risk profile is and then staff it accordingly and invest in it accordingly. So I think it's quite telling an MBA program emerges in favour of an MSc. I think what that shows you is that cybersecurity risk now is so pervasive within organisations, so important in industry, that we need to be getting our leaders understanding this challenge, this opportunity, and equipping them accordingly. So it's fantastic to see this new course emerging, and I look forward to the leaders of the next generation emerging from it. The National Cybersecurity Centre was created in the middle of the last decade. It is now established as the body that industry and academia look to for endorsement, look to for direction and mission focus. And as a result of that, I think the status that they grant through the Academic Centre of Excellences, of which Lancaster is one of the leading ones, I think is so important to show both the students coming through, the industry partners that are emerging, and then the people hiring staff in the future. It gives you a seal of approval. It gives you this standard of excellence that is so valuable and expected. There was a speaker this morning on day 2 of the symposium called Dr. Claudia Nathanson, who was representing the UK Cybersecurity Council. And she argued that cybersecurity is often mistaken as a technology career path, when actually it's a change management career path. And actually some of the most impressive cybersecurity leaders out there understand the nuts and bolts of change management much more than they do the very complex technology environment. I think it's really important when one considers their career futures in cybersecurity that you could differentiate by bringing richer skills and more process-laden skills, not just the technical ones.